What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam, this is Jordyn, and I have to say, every time we do that intro, I watch it back on the local recordings when I'm editing, because we're both just like going like this, and like we can see each other down below, but like the local recordings will record us, and I'm just like, I just watch us just like dance around every time, and it's so funny.
No, it really is like a behind the scenes that like I forget. I literally honestly forgot until the second that you could watch me, because I know there's like right now you're gonna go back and I'm like,
Yeah.
like full on head rocking to our podcast intro.
I should just make a compilation of like all of the dancing that we've done in the last couple of months.
We will post it when we hit 100 subscribers.
100 subscribers, which I guess let's talk about that for a second, because we're almost at 70 on YouTube
Okay.
right now. And I think if the people want it, we should do a live recording of Unsolicited for our 100 subscribers.
I would absolutely love this. Also, we can do it as kind of like a live mailbag sort of situation where
Mhm.
either you drop questions ahead of time or ask us live in the chat. And we can just have this like super personal one-on-one, not one-on-one, but like us with you guys kind of moment.
Yeah, I think that that's a good idea. So, but we won't do it unless we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. So,
Yep. So you got to tell your friends, tell your coworkers,
tell
tell
your
your ex.
mom, tell
Yeah.
your grandma.
We just went into completely different directions. I was like, tell your ex, and you were like, tell your mother.
Yeah. I have to say mom, grandma, because my grandma watches us sometimes. Hi, grandma. And then
Hi, Grandma. I'm
she
so
actually
sorry for my trucker mouth.
so she asked me once if it was like, she was like, does the FCC know that you're cursing? And I'm like, grandma, it's YouTube. There is no FCC. It was very sweet. It was very sweet. But shout out to my grandma who watches us sometimes, because she's the OG.
I love that. Shout out to my fam as well, because I know you're there. My mom, I'll literally just be like in the car with her, and she's like, oh, by the way, when you did this, you were actually 4 years old, not 5, like you said on your podcast. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Jilly.
One time my brother and I were driving around, and he put it on so that he could listen to it in the car, which was very cute. So we have an amazing support system
Yes,
here.
we do. And we cherish every single one of you.
We really do. We really do. And the people who've been watching us since episode 1. I mean, we're on episode 15 already. It's pretty
I
crazy.
know. We both were employed now.
Yeah,
We're
we
moving.
started this unemployed. We are employed, both of us.
Like, this is crazy.
It's amazing how much, like 3 months can do for you.
It really is, because it like on one hand, I feel like we started this literally a day ago. And on the second hand, like so much has changed and we're living like such different lives than we were when we started this, which is so bizarre.
We started this 4 months ago.
Ew.
Yeah, 4 months, which is wild. But anyway, we don't really have a lot for you guys planned.
No, that's why we're stalling this intro so bad. Me and Sam literally texted each other today and we were like, there is nothing going on.
There's literally nothing happening. Like, not even like some random shit where like, I-95 broke down or something. Well, I guess actually, I don't know if you knew this, but I was in the city today for work. There was a water main break in Times Square today.
What?
Yeah, and it was built in 1896 and it broke today. How crazy is that?
That's insane. What
Yeah.
is it, like flooding?
Oh, it's bad.
Nuh-uh.
It's bad. Yeah, like it's
In
like
Times Square?
in Times Square. Yeah, go on Twitter and like look up Times Square water main break. And this goes for anybody. Just look this up if you're not from New York and you didn't know. Yeah, it's crazy. There were trains stalled, like 1, 2, and 3 trains, which are, I mean, they're all major lines, but like major lines. And like some people I knew from work had to travel on several different trains in order to get to work when they normally just take one. It like flooded up 2 Times Square, like up to the top, like not just in the subway.
That's insane. Yeah, no, I'm looking at pictures. It's bad.
Yeah. It's so there
Right?
you go. There's a
All
story
right.
that happened today.
That's tragic.
It is. It didn't affect my commute for whatever reason. I was
Well,
just
that's
like, I
good.
just showed up at work and I was like, there's a water main break? Like it was crazy. But
Yeah, no, I am so blessed to not have to commute to New York City from South Jersey any longer.
it was rough
Sam,
for Jordyn.
that commute took years off my life because it was like by the time I had gotten to work, I basically put in 5 hours between like waking up, feeding myself, getting ready, going to the train station, getting on the train, walking from the train to the office. Like it was a journey. God bless. And I know like a lot of people do it, like especially from the same stop. Like it was always packed with commuters. So God bless anyone who's doing consistently and like for people
Yeah.
who used to be doing it 9 to 5 normally. I'm not built for that. That is not for me. I respect the hell out of you who can do it.
Literally, literally. I even struggle with my commute, and mine's like a 45-minute bus ride, and I'm like sitting there like, "Ugh." But yeah, it took a lot out of Jordyn. I remember like we would like want to like go out later in the evening, which is like after work, and everybody else would be like, whatever, we could just go home after. And Jordyn would be like, I need to be on the train by 8 o'clock in order to like get back at like a regular person time
Yeah, no,
to
if
be ready
I
for work the next day.
the one time and like luckily like we're making it sound pretty dramatic, like I really only had to do it once a week, which wasn't awful, but the problem was, I mean, granted, like I still work in social media, Sam's in product and producing now in sports, and like these are just two industries that are like just never fully paused. Like you always have to keep your eye open, like you're never really off.
Yeah.
So like I think that was the most draining part about it because, and like not saying that like normal 9 to 5s, because I'm kind of working one-ish right now, but like
Yeah, same.
there's more of a sense of like, okay, like I did my job, I go home, I get these set 2 days off. Like there's more of a sense of like normalcy and structure that didn't exist in my previous roles. And like not even just my last one, like in social media in general, it's just really hard because I mean, I literally have the sticker still on my computer. Social never sleeps.
Yep, I do too. It's right there. Social never sleeps. It
Never. It
really
never
doesn't.
stops.
Like, for people that don't realize, like, so, like, let's just get on a soapbox here for a second as
Okay.
people who have worked in content, and there's a lot of people who work in content now who know it is not a easy job. Like, it is very difficult to, one, think of ideas, original ideas that you know are gonna get views, that are the posting first of all, I hate posting.
Hey, it is the worst. And I don't know
Takes,
why.
like, at least 10 minutes off my life every single time I do it.
Yep.
Horrible. I hate posting. Then you have to do the hashtags and you gotta think. It's the thinking to, like, put it out, and now there's all these freaking, it's Instagram, it's Twitter, it's Threads,
Right.
it's TikTok, it's fucking Facebook, it's everything, and you're just like,
And each one can be like similar enough, but they all have these like little nuances that like you need to do this for one account, but you can't do it for the other. And there's like all these little things that I don't know. I love it. I absolutely love what I do, but it drives me crazy.
yeah. No, let me tell you, it's not
There's
an
gonna be
easy
like a
thing.
computer scientist or like a lawyer listening to us, and he's gonna be like, "These little TikTok girls."
But, like, they don't know.
They
Don't
don't. They
know.
don't. It's true.
I had to show a grown woman how to post on Instagram the other day. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah. No.
Like, she was just like, "How do I get to my pictures from here?" And I'm like, "You just press the plus." And she goes, "Where is it?" And I was like, "Right there. It's at the bottom of your screen." And then she presses it and then she goes, "Okay, now what?" And I'm like, "There's literally a button that says next. Just follow the prompts. Like, it's not that hard."
It's okay. I had to coach my boyfriend through making a post the other day because he hasn't posted in a year. But I finally made the Instagram.
I
So
saw.
me and Brian are official now, if anyone was a little nervous.
I remember asking you that like months ago, and I've been like, to ask Brian, I'm like, you tell him that I said, when is he gonna post her on
Yep.
the feed?
Yep. And you know what? He was waiting for the time to be right. And it just happened one random morning, no caption, picture of me, picture of him playing, and a picture of friends golfing. And I was like, you know what, babe? I'll take
Hey, you're
it.
that
Like,
first slide though. You're
I was
that
the
first
first
slide.
slide. So, like, no complaining.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
on the
okay.
feed. So,
You're on the feed.
I'm
It's
on the
okay.
feed.
Michael has not posted on Instagram in 9 years.
It's been 9
The
years.
last time he posted was our 1-year anniversary. That's the last thing on his Instagram.
And now you're engaged to be
And now we're
married.
engaged to be married. And, like, literally, like, he wrote in the caption, I remember it said something like, "You don't need a long paragraph to tell you how much I love you. Happy anniversary." Like, and
It's
I
okay. At least you got a caption.
was so true. I think I even got a heart emoji too, so
I got the post, and
yeah,
that's step one. So
he's getting there. The baby steps.
baby steps, baby steps. It's so funny going back to like our social media conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
my whole life is social media. My job, everything, like my income, like relies on posting on social media and having a social media presence. My boyfriend, on the other hand, hates social media. If he never had to use it ever again, he would be completely, he doesn't have TikTok on his phone. He has Twitter. He loves to scroll. He doesn't even like tweets or X's. I don't even know what they are now.
They're tweets.
They're
Fuck
tweets.
the
They're
X.
always going to be tweets.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I'm like, what's the point of scrolling if you can't like ever like go back and look, or like he just scrolls. But yeah, no, and it's so weird, like our dynamic, because everything I do, I'm like, oh my God, this would be a great social post. And he's like, would it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You're literally like describing Michael too. Michael
Oh, I'm not shocked.
he just loves to scroll. He sends me just tweets. Like
Yes.
that's his liking. Like he sends me tweets.
Yes. Yes.
And then that's it. And he goes on Facebook. That's how I get my news. Michael tells me because he scrolls on Facebook because he's an 85-year-old man. And he's
Really
like,
is.
"Oh, did you hear so and so had a baby?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't. Tell me about it." And he's like, "Well, I saw it on Facebook." And I'm like, "Thank you.
See, the
I
problem
appreciate
is
that."
with Facebook, a lot of things, because my mom's a big Facebook person. But for some reason, I feel like Facebook news with certain things is like 2.5 weeks behind
Oh, it
real
is.
time. So my mom will be like, "Oh my God, did you see this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, a month ago."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's the same thing too when my mom sends me reels on Instagram, and I'm like, "Mom, I saw this on TikTok like 3 weeks ago." And she's like, "Just humor me.
yeah,
Humor me.
no, she's like,
Watch
"Just
it."
let me have it."
Yes.
No, the worst feeling ever though was when my mom was like, "Did you hear about this?" I can't remember what it was, but she was all excited. "Did you hear this news?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." She's like, "I saw it on Facebook." I was like, "You saw it on Facebook before I saw it on anything else?" And then I was like, "Am I old?"
Yeah.
Like,
I have to give my mom props though. She beat the notifications and told me when Tom Brady retired.
really?
The second time, the real time. Yeah. Like like she was literally sitting there watching the news on TV and I was standing there and my phone was over there and she went, "Hey, did you hear Tom Brady retired?" Like the most casual thing too, like she doesn't know my entire life revolves around football. "Did you hear Tom Brady retired?" And I literally whipped my head and I was like, "What?" And then I like ran to my phone and I looked and then the notifications started coming in and I was like, "Mom, did you just beat Rappaport and Schefter to this? Like, how did you know?" She was
Where
like,
do
"He's
you get
on the
this
news."
information from?
Incredible.
That's
Incredible.
iconic. No, I've had those moments too, especially I also have this thing where Taylor Swift's last, prior to Midnight's, her last like 3 albums were announced while I was like I was woken up abruptly because the news broke that she was
Mhm.
releasing. No, honestly, even Midnight's. I was sleeping when Midnight's was announced. So all of a
That
sudden,
was
so
a
like
year ago.
yes, Folklore, I was woken up out of my sleep. Taylor Swift's releasing an album. And I was like, what are you talking about? Evermore. My mom slams my door open. I was like, she was like, Taylor Swift is releasing an album. I was like, Mom, she just released one like 6 months ago. I was like, let me go back to sleep. And she's like, Jordyn, check your phone. And I checked my phone and I was like,
Could you imagine if she was just like, she's releasing Folklore?
I would have been like,
that was 6 months ago, Mom.
can you imagine? She's like, I saw it on Facebook. Taylor's releasing Folklore.
And you're like, yeah, Mom.
Yeah, Mom, it's my top streamed album this year. Thank you. No, and then Midnights, I was watching, I think, what was it that she announced? The VMAs?
I think it was the VMAs.
Yeah, and I was watching in bed, dozed off like the little old lady that I am. And then all of a sudden, my sister knocked on. She's like, I think Taylor Swift's releasing an album. And I look at my phone and I was like, and that's how I found out Midnights was coming out. And then I was the most awake that I'd ever been. And I didn't go to bed till like 4 a.m. because I was so excited.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Sounds about right. I remember that day too. Everybody was like, we're getting Reputation. We're getting Reputation. And then she came out on stage and I was like, oh, we're getting Reputation. And she was like, here's the new music. And I was like,
hello? Does this woman sleep? Apparently she's working. Did you see the reports that she's working on new music now?
I did see that. Slay.
Pop
Slay
off,
queen.
queen. I mean, take care of yourself, but pop off.
I kid you not. I was literally on my way home today and I was thinking about that. And I was like, I wonder how much Taylor Swift sleeps a day. Like, I literally thought about that on my way home today.
Yeah, no, I'm a little nervous because she's also like always traveling. Like, not even just
done for a little bit now.
She's done. She's got what, 2.5 months off now?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
It's not dead. We got a lot of Eras tour left.
I know, but probably I feel like I'm not gonna go to another one. We'll see. We got a long time before she comes back to the US, so a lot can happen in that.
A lot can happen during that time.
A lot can happen.
Well, speaking of social media, I had this question and I made a banner for it so that we can talk about it. But I want to know, what is the weirdest thing on your TikTok For You page? Like a random thing that's like not really trending, but like that you get all the time and you're like, nobody else gets this.
I like have like something really awful to confess.
Do you not have anything weird?
No, like my TikTok, this is like really bad. If you scroll on my TikTok, it's only Taylor Swift. And like I'm not kidding. So like I guess like weird. Let's see. Oh wait, of course this happens the one time I'm saying it's only Taylor Swift. I open it up and it's the Bengals posting about Joe Burrow. You know what? Add Joe Burrow fan edits.
And Joey B edits.
I'm screaming. Wait, I remember you telling me that you're on a super weird side of TikTok with the doll, the crazy makeup doll.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Jasper, yeah. She hasn't come off in a while.
Oh, where's Jasper?
I don't know. Maybe they're sleeping. I don't know. I don't know. I get very strange TikToks and I get them at very different points of the day. Like,
okay.
I get like a lot of times I get the weird TikToks like before I go to sleep, and like Michael's joke is like, oh, it's time to go to sleep because. So like one of the things that's very strange on my TikTok that had popped up several times to the fact that I had to follow the page because I wanted to keep getting them. It's a guy who cleans infected cow hooves. Like his name's Nate the cow guy or Nate the hoof guy. And it's like educational. Like he's like, okay, you could see here the rock got stuck and we take the rock out and it's a little bit infected, so we're gonna clean up the area. And then he starts like shaving down the hoof and then he cleans it and then everything like that. And it only pops up at night and it's a very satisfying watch. Like I'm like, oh, he's making that cow feel better.
I feel like I don't get anything fun.
Oh my God.
The one thing that I do, tell me if you do this too. And I know I could easily open up Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, or just Max, whatever it is now, and put on a movie. And every time I'm like, nope, I can't decide what I want to watch. So I scroll on TikTok and then I'll get like a clip of a movie or a TV show that's like 3 minutes long and it'll end. And then I'll go to the account and I'll like watch the whole movie. And it's funny because their voices are normally like sped up. It's like a little rap voice, or it's like reversed or like crazy color contrast. Like,
See, that's a weird thing.
is that a weird thing? Okay,
I get that, but I would consider that like an abstract thing.
this
No?
is my weird thing. And because I literally do this. I like almost every night before bed. Like
Yeah.
I will watch, and a lot of it's like doctor shows. And I don't know if that's
Yes. It's a
you
lot
get
of
that
medical
too?
dramas.
Yes.
I
And
get
it's like
those
these
too.
crazy cases. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my weird thing.
No, I literally watched about 45 minutes of Wolf of Wall Street the other day.
Yes.
Like it came up and I was like, "Oh man." And then I opened the account and then I just kept scrolling and scrolling and all of a sudden I was like, "Huh." Do you ever like pop out of your TikTok
Yes.
trance and you're just like, "Whoa, where am I?" Like
I got a text
how
from
long have
Brian.
I been looking at this?
Yes. Yes. I got a text from Brian that was like, "Do you hate me?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I've been watching 57 minutes of this movie on TikTok and I haven't left." Like, I'm just like,
My other weird TikTok thing is metal detector videos. Guys who
I have
metal
another, wait, all right.
detect on the beach. Yes.
What, like actually the thing? I also thought from childhood, I thought those were going to be a lot more popular. Like,
I want one.
right?
Like, what am I gonna do with a metal detector except find needles at the beach on Staten Island? But like, I don't I don't need a metal detector, but do I want a metal detector? Absolutely I do.
I
This
feel
man
like there
finds
were
like
like a
diamond
lot.
rings in the sand.
Yeah, I feel like they were like pretty common in like our like childhood TV shows. And like
Yeah.
they would find these crazy things. And I was like, oh my God, everyone's gonna have a metal detector one day. And like no one really does. So I'm a little disappointed about that. No, but the one thing, it's funny because it's like two things in one. You know, like how people push bottles down the stairs
Yes.
and watch them crack. So I don't get those. I get the one woman, I don't even remember her name, and I feel so bad. The one that reacts to all of them.
The one who was singing the umbrella.
Yes.
Thing? Yes.
Yes. And
She's so
is
funny.
yes, like I watch them more for her than for the actual bottle breaking, but they come up on my For You page all the time. And now they're getting like super funky with them and like it's just her reactions. They're so funny. She talks in like that calming little accent.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, "Oh, it had a baby."
Yeah. Yeah, it's like like something comes out of the bottle.
Yes, yes.
Oh my God. Yes, I love those videos. Do you get like ADHD videos
All
where
the
it's
time.
like split screens and it's like somebody like cutting soap on one side and then you got like a basement yard clip on the other side or something?
Yes. Yes. I mean that I feel like this isn't weird, but I'm
They're
noticing
so
that
good.
a passion of mine is not like for me to do, for me to sit on my butt and watch. Stand-up comedy.
So
I
good.
I can't get enough of it. Like I don't there's something like I'm literally addicted to it. And I told Brian, I was like, I really want to go to like comedy shows. Like I thoroughly like I love it. And I've been watching all these comedy specials. My favorite is Taylor Tomlinson, and she's gonna be in Philly like next week. And the tickets are like gone. So
I tried to get Matt Rife tickets and
oh, he was just in Atlantic City too.
he's gonna be in the city and
Mm.
they fucking sold out that like the day they came out and I
Yeah.
tried to get them and I was like,
No, I was looking at tickets for him in Atlantic City and they were $400.
they're insane. I
It's
mean,
crazy.
I would
But
love
even
to
like
see him though.
when I went to like Comedy Cellars in New York City and like I didn't even know, like I feel like there was one or two times that I saw someone that I recognized like from social or something, but like normally they're like lower name comedians and like I don't follow them and they're always just so like even
They're
if
funny.
it's not the best comedian ever, like it's just the vibes, it's the crowd work, like I love them and I watch hours and hours and hours of stand-up comedy.
It's great. It's very great. There's a guy, I forget his name.
Is it Lucas?
I don't think so. He's like a Spanish guy.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Tony, maybe?
I don't know. I don't
But
know his
he's
name, but
very raunchy,
yes.
and he's hilarious.
Is
Like,
he the one who said he was a Spanish boy who looked too much like a white boy?
maybe? I don't know.
We'll
Wait,
have to send each other clips.
yeah, because I do think I know who you're talking about. I don't think we're talking about the same person. That's the guy
Okay.
from SNL.
He's on SNL. I see, I don't watch
The
SNL.
young guy. He's very young, Spanish
Yes.
guy, and
Yes.
he has a whole bit about COVID.
Yes.
When
Yes.
he's like, "Papa, I don't like the taste of the soup." And he's just like, "I couldn't taste for 22 years."
Because the whole thing was like, he was like, my parents are both immigrants. Like, how can I complain to immigrant parents? And he was like, I need a coming up story.
Yes.
He's like, I'm going to use the pandemic. Oh my God. Yes. I love him. He's on
He's like,
SNL.
yeah, he's on SNL. He actually does a whole thing on Dominican baseball players.
Oh,
Oh my God. I literally was like, I had to like put my phone down because I was laughing so hard. It was so funny.
don't tell me this. I'm literally going to have to go watch
Yo, you
after.
have to go watch it. You have to go watch it.
I also like need to start watching SNL if he's like on it.
Yeah, he does yeah, he's just like, like a cast member, just like does skits and stuff.
I wish SNL would go back to being the SNL from 10 years ago.
Yeah, I don't really watch SNL like that, but I have seen his bits from SNL, which is why I know he's on there. But the only thing I like from SNL is Weekend Update because shout out Colin Jost, my Staten Island king. Like, and him and Michael Che are just that's the only thing that's funny about SNL now.
No, literally, I have to agree because
And Pete's not even really on it that much anymore.
no.
But yeah, it's good stuff. Speaking of TikTok and Taylor Swift, do you watch the two guys who are learning about Taylor Swift?
Yes, I love them.
I would literally die for these guys.
Yes.
They are absolutely incredible.
You know what we should do? How do we get them on the show?
How do we get them on the show? I am obsessed with them. I literally watched on the way home today on the bus. They did a full reaction to You're Losing Me. And
I saw a clip of it today.
oh my God, I literally sit there and it's just, I think what it is about it is how much that they're like actually appreciating lyrics and music production and like everything because, there are people, not just men, there are women in this world too, who are just like, oh, Taylor Swift only writes about breakup songs, which is not the case.
No.
And I just went back the other day, talk about being on TikTok for a long time. I went back and watched every single one over again while Michael was playing video games. And I spent like an hour and a half just watching them with a smile on my face.
No, and I think what makes them like it's just so wholesome because like you said, like they're actually like appreciating everything. And it's so cute because like when they listen to it the first time, they give like their initial thoughts. They're like, well, maybe she means this or
Yes,
but they're
they try
always
to
like,
figure it out.
yes, but they're always like, please tell us. And like when they get it explained to them in the comments, they like actually like put all the dots together. And I just think it's so cute.
Well,
I also love when they like have these moments of like,
where it
oh my
clicks.
God, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
I've seen them a couple times be like, damn,
Yeah.
the girl was singing this about me. Like, I wouldn't like that.
I kid you not. I am obsessed with them. I literally comment on all their videos just to like make sure that they continuously come back. I followed him and everything. I think it's Daryl and Ashton are their names.
Okay.
Come on the show.
Please come on the show. We would love to have you.
They literally like did you watch them react to vigilante shit on tour?
No, I saw the original vigilante shit.
So then they watched it, like they watched someone's recording of her like obviously doing the vigilante performance.
Were their jaws on the ground?
They were blushing.
Nuh-uh.
Like literally the whole time too. And Ashton is sitting there like biting his lip the whole time. And he was just like, and then they at the bed, they were just like, well done.
Well done.
Well done.
Queen, yeah.
And like that's the thing too. It's like they are admiring, but they are very respectful about it too.
Yes. No, they are definitely respectful, but no, vigilante shit is a performance where, you know what? It's okay to not be respectful because it's the hottest thing I've literally ever witnessed in my entire life.
It's amazing. And watch,
Oh,
I literally every time it comes up on my For You page,
every
I'm like,
time.
I know what's gonna happen here. Do I sit and watch it?
And I
Absolutely.
drool.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just so good every time.
no,
It's so good.
it's really something special. And like my boyfriend, he always says, like, I don't know if Michael feels this way too. Like, Brian's always like, I respect Taylor Swift and I like what she's done. But to me, like to him, she never really had this like sex appeal. Like she was always like classy, a little innocent. He's like, I
Yeah.
never looked at Taylor Swift and thought hot. And I
Right.
said, hold please.
Well,
Send
I
him
got
a
something
link.
for you.
Yeah. Send him a link to vigilante shit. And I got, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Period. And I said, and it's so weird because any other woman on the universe, I'm like, to my boyfriend, I'm like, do not look,
Don't
eyes
look at her.
closed. Yeah. But Taylor Swift, I'm like, tell me that you think she's hotter than me. I'm like, tell me that you are in love with her and you would leave me for her.
Because I would let you.
Because I would let you, and I understand, and I would hope you would feel the same thing for me.
Yeah. No, literally. Literally. I don't know if Michael's actually ever seen it. I mean, I've watched it so many times on my TikTok. It's very possible that he's seen it over my shoulder, but I don't know if I've ever actually been like, watch it.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I should.
Oh my God, I even sent him. There was one night I sent him like 3 in a row, but it's all like, you know how they do have you seen the edits? I told you I'm deep on Taylor Swift talk.
Oh,
So,
trust me.
okay, good.
Oh,
I
trust me.
get like these edits of her to like these like raunchy rap songs
Oh
where they're
yeah.
like, and it's all these vigilante shit edits.
Yeah, and
I'm like,
they're like
ah!
flashing, and then she's like in slow motion, and then she's like,
Yeah, and then it's the
yeah, and
and I'm
you're
like,
like, oh my
"Oh my God."
god.
And I eat it up every time. Every time I'm like, save.
It's like and bookmark, swipe, like
Yeah.
and bookmark, swipe, like and bookmark.
There was one night my whole For You page was just vigilante shit edits. And you know what? 0 complaints. I'll take
No,
it.
they're so I get those too though. And the first one I ever got, I literally was like, "What the fuck? What did I do? Like, how did I end up here?" And then I was like, "Well, I'm gonna like it because first of all, from an editing standpoint, very good,
Yeah.
very good, every one of them." So I'm like,
Sam
I
is
have to
the
give this a
expert
like
here.
just because I know how much work went into this. Like that, I literally feel like there are times where I like a video because I know the process behind it was probably horrid and they deserve a like. Like even
Yes.
if the video's not even that good.
Yes.
Like
No, I
you need a
agree.
like.
And every time, like, if there's a video on my For You page, like coming from someone who like literally like, and you relate to this just as much, like with content where it's like started from the bottom, now we hear, like when you started posting and it was like, I remember when I first started posting and it was like to this empty void, like,
Yeah.
and it's like you prayed for those first 10 likes because
Yeah.
you're like, if I get those 10, then I'll get 20, like, and you build off that. So anytime I see a video like in the works, I'm like, here you go.
Yeah, you need a like.
I needed someone to be there for me one time too.
And like people put out good stuff.
They
You know?
do.
Like
They do.
just because they're low numbers doesn't mean it's not a good video.
Exactly. Literally exactly. I've
Yeah.
seen like some of my favorite videos. I'm like, how is this not viral?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I just people in general just producing and editing stuff. I have massive respect for. No bias there. No bias. Just yeah, just out here just loving people's editing. But well, I'm glad that I literally had that written down on a piece of paper in front of me for like 5 weeks. Like
Well,
I was like worst case scenario, we ask what's the weirdest thing on your TikTok For You page, and it finally came in handy.
today was worst case scenario. And you know what? It's working out.
It did. It did work out. We do have an NFL story though. Real
Do
quick.
we? Do we?
I mean,
No, we do.
it's probably the biggest thing to come out of the cut day is
Yeah.
the fact that Jonathan Taylor did not get traded and that he is still an Indianapolis Colt and that we did not end up in Philadelphia or Miami for that matter. I
Or
know they were in
Miami.
the talks too.
And that's the thing, like everyone after the 4 p.m. deadline sent me a text and was like, are you okay? And it's like, I really like honestly, I did not want Jonathan Taylor in Philly because I'm like, the whole thing was we didn't want to pay a running back. Like, we could have just kept Miles Sanders and he would have been a lot cheaper than Jonathan Taylor because
Sure.
Jonathan Taylor, I mean, talent-wise is better than Miles Sanders. Probably top one, if not two running back in the league right now. So, like, I actually, like, I'm not disappointed, but the only reason why it was even like an ounce of hope was for a Taylor Swift backfield in Philadelphia, just because that would have been perfect for my brand. But honestly, really shocked that Miami wasn't willing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know the details, but I feel like Miami has so many pieces that they easily could have gotten done. So I'm pretty shocked. And then also now we're probably not going to see Jonathan Taylor until at least week 5.
Yeah, because he's on the pup.
Yep. He's on the pup.
He's on the pup. Woof,
He's on the pup. So super, super disappointing. I mean, I know you have a fantasy draft coming up in a week.
I have 2.
You have 2?
Back
oh my
to
God.
back.
Well, in both of I just had 2 back-to-back too, Sunday night and last night. And he fell till 7th round in
Makes sense.
them. Yeah, because he's not going to freaking play.
Mm-hmm.
And the one, actually, I don't even know if he would have been taken because the one, it was an auto draft.
Oh.
And Jonathan Taylor was just best player available. So,
Right.
So super disappointing.
Well, I know I haven't drafted yet, but who were the top picks? Who was pick 1 in each of your drafts?
In both drafts, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase went 1 and 2 right off the board.
When did Christian McCaffrey go?
So in my one league, so I actually had the 3rd pick in my one league, and I debated heavily between Christian McCaffrey and Austin Eckler. And I picked Austin Eckler.
I would have picked Austin Eckler as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, I had the chance and I didn't take it. And then in my other league, I was the 4th pick. And he must have gone 3rd because I took Tyreek Hill at 4.
Damn.
Yeah, that team's honestly good.
Damn.
I have Tyreek Hill and Derrick Henry.
Oof. Do you have a fun name? Do you have a fun team?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. And I also shout out, I mean, everything comes back to TikTok and Taylor Swift, doesn't it? Shout out to the accounts that are posting Taylor Swift themed fantasy football names.
I have them all saved.
Yes, maybe that can be a segment next week where we go over, we'll obviously give credit to any account that did post, or we can come up with some of our own, but that would be a fun segment.
Yes.
Just ranking some of the best ones we've seen.
I have a feeling next week is going to be a little NFL heavy, only because kickoff will be next Thursday. Oh my God, kickoff is next Thursday.
I'm not ready. I'm actually, one exciting thing that I get to do, because this is my first season of Sporty Jordy in the new apartment. So I'm setting up so this is like my podcast recording spot, but for videoing it, like, really doesn't work because it's kind of like broken up. So I just ordered a chair today, like a little white fuzzy chair that's going to be my Sporty Jordy chair. And I'm setting up a recording corner in the center of my room, and it's been a lot of fun. So,
Sporty Jordy content's coming back. I love that.
Finally.
That's going to be so exciting. Yeah, we got a lot of football stuff to talk about. We got kickoff next week, next Thursday. We got, I got 2 fantasy drafts next week, which I should probably, study.
I know. I really didn't this year, but I really Yahoo gave me a D+ on my draft. And I think that's absurd because, like, I have Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback, Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry, Mike Williams.
Who's your other quarterback on your other team?
Justin Herbert.
Slay. Last year, I remember taking Justin Herbert way too early just so that I could have Justin Herbert.
See, and like this one, I actually waited till appropriate times that I was debating between, I mean, Joe Burrow was still there, but with the injury, I was like, it seems pretty risky. And I really needed depth. So I was like, it's not like I can take 2 decent quarterbacks back to back and like potentially trade. So I went with Justin Herbert, but I don't think I'm going to regret that because that man can frickin' sling it.
Hey, he was my fantasy quarterback last year, and I loved every minute of it.
Yep.
My team, remember my team name was Herbie Fully Loaded? I
Yes.
got so many compliments on that. I was so proud of that one.
Yes. No.
That was a good one.
I obviously really wanted Jalen Hurts, but I was drafting with a lot of people who are Eagles fans, and he went in the second round. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So
What is the appropriate round to draft a quarterback? I always struggle.
So
like 3 and
normally
4.
I would say when I started doing fantasy, it was always like, don't touch a quarterback until the 5th or 6th round. But that was when quarterbacks were like more in the pocket. Like now that we have this new revolution of like running mobile quarterbacks, I don't know. Patrick Mahomes went 10th overall, last pick in the first round in my one league. But my second league, they started going in the second round. So I say once Patrick Mahomes goes off the board, if you're like really, really set on a Jalen Hurts, a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen, you're literally going to have to take it second round.
I'm manifesting Josh this year.
Literally, I'm probably thinking end of second round. If you really want him, and that's not a bad thing because I mean, he could put up 40 points every game. Like it's a great pick. Yeah. But yeah, it's like a weird, personally, I didn't take a quarterback till the 3rd round in each of mine. I actually think my first draft, I waited till the 4th. And I still got Justin Herbert. So
well, there you go.
Yeah. And then in my other one, I'm really happy with Trevor Lawrence. And who's my backup? Let's see. Kenny Pickett.
Oh, that's a good backup.
That's a low-key a fire backup. And I even Googled. I'm pretty sure
perfect passer rating in the preseason.
Yeah, no, like we can't get into this because I'm never going to be able to stop. But I just want to say AFC North, I think, is going to be terrifying this year.
My hot take is Steelers are going to be better than the Ravens. I think it's going to go Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns.
We're gonna have to get into predictions a little bit more.
Let's do division predictions next week.
Yes, because that's gonna be my YouTube video anyway, so I'll have it all written out.
That's it. There you go. Tune in next week for division predictions.
Yes.
And we'll talk more about our fantasy teams and stuff.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. All right, now for the last 15 minutes or so that we got here.
Yay!
Last week I filled out Let's Play Madlibs. Last week I filled out one that Sam was proposing. So now this week Sam gets to fill out one. And our featured story today is Magic, anyone?
Yes, please.
All right. So, and Sam knows her adjectives and her nouns a lot better than I do. So this will be good.
I feel like I'm still going to need a list.
Pull one up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? All right. So first up, a plural noun.
Plural noun. Let's do thinking animals.
Wait, it's magic.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh.
I'm trying to make it fun.
Like how mine was like all Ted Lasso themed.
Yeah. Let's do platypuses. Oh no, I gave Jordyn a hard word to spell for the first one.
Help. I guess I don't have to spell it right.
As long as you know what it's gonna say. Platypuses. Platypi? I don't know what the plural of that is.
We're going with platypuses.
Okay.
Adjective.
Slimy. I don't know where it came from.
Adjective.
Another one? Pretty.
Noun.
Noun. Let's go light switch.
Wow.
I'm looking at things on the wall.
Another
Collection
noun.
on the wall. Another noun.
Yeah.
Um, water bottle.
Another noun.
Puzzle. This isn't gonna make any sense.
Another noun.
Let's do football.
Another adjective.
Another adjective.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hard. Part of the body.
Finger.
Oh no. Plural noun.
Plural noun. Books.
Adjective.
Fat.
Noun.
Box.
Adjective.
Let's go. Let me see here.
Check out your list.
Adjective. Smelly.
Noun.
Mug.
Part of the body. Plural.
Let's go. Kneecaps.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think of things that I've hurt.
Part of the body.
Part of the body. Let's go. Shoulders. Shoulder.
Shoulder.
Is it one?
Yeah. And then a plural noun.
Is this the last one?
Yep.
Plural noun. Let's do couches. No. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. I thought for a second you said proper noun, and I was like, that's not proper.
Oh, all right. I've earned a badge. Word, playa.
That's what mine said to me too.
Nuh-uh. All right. It is. Oh no.
Did it disappear? Oh no.
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
Okay.
Well, let me go
You
back.
should be able to open it again.
Right?
Because what if it's really funny and you want to save it?
Where are my stories?
I don't know. Please hold while we take a quick break.
Yeah. We just started doing that at the same time.
It's like the be right back with the little kid, the cat. It's like, hang in there, baby.
Oh, it says replay story. Oh, wait, no.
Oh no. Did we
1
lose
minute
the
ago.
Madlibs?
Oh, no. I got it.
Oh, yay. Welcome back, everybody. We're here.
All right. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Wait, without reading, is this what yours looks like?
I can't really see what you're seeing. It just looks purple.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Magic, anyone? Platypuses of all ages enjoy watching slimy magicians perform their pretty tricks. Every man, woman, and light switch loves to see a magician pull a water bottle out of a hat,
Slay.
saw a live puzzle in half, or make a huge football disappear into hard air.
Specifically hard air.
Yeah, specifically hard air. Audiences love when magicians perform sleight of finger with a deck of books.
Yep, totally.
A fat coin or a silk box. The greatest of all magicians was the smelly Harry Houdini.
Oh my god, he was smelly.
He was smelly. No wonder why they put him in water. who was able to escape from a locked mug. Even though his kneecaps were tied behind his shoulder.
Oh, that's hard.
Ew.
No wonder he was smelly.
And his feet were wrapped in iron couches.
That's heavy.
The end.
Oh, lovely. I like slimy
Magicians.
because it's so true. Why are they all so slimy?
They are so slimy.
I
And
feel
I
like-
feel like just at least like at carnivals and like fairs, they're always a little sus.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm always
you
just
never
like,
trust the magician.
I always like hold on to all of my valuables. So I'm
Yes.
like, there's some sleight of hand happening here.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty.
what if it's just like they just steal my wallet?
You never know. Don't trust a magician. Words to live by.
Can't do it.
Can't
Can't
do
do
it.
it. They're smelly and they're slimy and they have iron couches tied to their feet.
Yes, and their kneecaps are tied behind their shoulders.
That sounds incredibly painful.
They're more like
Okay.
acrobats if they can do that.
Very true. Very true.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely episode 15 of the Unsolicited podcast featuring Sam and me, Jordyn. I really don't know where I'm going with this outro. Speaking of outros, Sabrina Carpenter's in Mexico. Chef's kiss. You know what? I didn't know where I was going. I figured it out. Next week, we already prefaced this, but next week is definitely going to be a heavy NFL favored episode with the start of the 2023 regular season. We cannot wait. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Follow us on all podcasting platforms. Give us a rating there. And check us out on all of our social accounts for Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Check us out at the unsolicited_podcast and on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe so that we can get that live to you guys.
Yes.
And we'll do our little mailbag video. It'll be fun.
Yes, we will. And we will see you next week.